They programmed drums on a TR-808 in London, conquered the US R&B chart as the first British band ever to do it, and provided the soundtrack to Canadian music television Welcome to Music Storytime, where we gently kidnap your algorithm and introduce it to better taste in music. Enjoy the background music in the free usage playlist, you dirty scoundrels. Now continuing today's focus music band, Loose Ends, all while asking, who's been changing you? With haunting sound effects that created a hangin' slow magic of UK soul America couldn't resist. This is the story of Loose Ends Hangin' Slow Magic, a phrase that sounds like a contradiction, because how can you hang slowly and magically at the same time? Yet that's exactly what they did. Carl McIntosh, Jane Eugene, and Steve Nicol came together in London in 1980 with a vision to create British R&B that could compete with the Americans. The problem was, they were British, and British soul had never quite broken through in the US until they decided to produce their music in America, blending UK sensibilities with American polish. McIntosh programmed drums on the legendary Roland TR-808, the same machine that would define hip-hop, creating the distinctive groove that became their signature. It was the kind of jibber-jabber that industry insiders said would never work. British kids trying to make American R&B, but they proved everyone wrong. Their secret weapon was the TR-808. Take Hangin' on a String, Contemplating, where McIntosh's drum programming creates a moody, atmospheric groove that supports the haunting lyrics about a relationship falling apart. The song features the unforgettable line, "Who's been changing you?" delivered with emotional intensity by Jane Eugene's soulful vocals, backed by eerie sound effects that create a sense of romantic dread. Released in 1985, it reached #1 on the US Billboard R&B chart, making Loose Ends the first British band ever to achieve that milestone, a historic achievement that opened doors for every UK R&B act that followed. Then there's Slow Down, their 1986 follow-up that became the theme music for Canadian MuchMusic's Soul in the City program. The track's laid-back groove and smooth vocals proved they weren't one-hit wonders, cementing their status as consistent hitmakers on both sides of the Atlantic. The song bridged the gap between UK street soul and American contemporary R&B, creating a transatlantic sound that resonated with audiences everywhere. But the true romantic core arrives with Magic Touch, their 1985 hit about the exhilaration of new love. Reaching #16 in the UK, the song showcases Jane Eugene's soulful delivery and Carl McIntosh's smooth vocals in perfect harmony, capturing universal feelings that remain relevant today. Produced in the US like their other hits, it demonstrates their ability to write about positive romantic emotions after exploring relationship breakdown in Hangin' on a String. What makes these three songs essential listening is that they represent Loose Ends at their most groundbreaking, capable of topping American charts as British outsiders, programming iconic drum machines, and creating haunting soundscapes that defined 1980s soul. Personal differences would eventually split the band, with Nicol and Eugene leaving in 1989, but McIntosh continues performing under the Loose Ends name today. Those three tracks remain a hangin' slow magic testament to what they achieved together, waiting to transport anyone who listens back to a time when British soul conquered America with drum machines and haunting questions.